bear with us. Brandon will be joining us soon. But again, this is Little Cards Night, and what you're seeing there is the cards of today being greeted by the cards of tomorrow. It's always a big thing here, and I always like to watch it because I can remember when my son was on both sides. He was one of the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth graders there, all lined up, excited to see the star players that they see every Friday night, and then stuck around in the district long enough where he happened to be one of those players going down, introducing himself to the kids. So it's a big night and festive tradition here at Colerain High School. So Colerain Cardinals, again, struggling to find this new offense. They showed a little bit in the second half last week, got a little bit of little spark, almost came back behind Lawrence Barnes, just a sophomore there at quarterback. Found a little bit of extra juice, too. They moved Greg Williams, a two-way player. Saw a little bit of Wildcat. So Colerain wants to run the ball. And here are your Colerain Cardinals. Colerain Cardinals will be in their home red with white pants. And the visiting Aviators along there, they'll be in the all-white green helmets. Aviators won the toss, but deferred to the second half. It's something Colerain Cardinals like to do themselves. So that means Colerain's going to start the ball with their own offense.
Available for you throughout the football game tonight. Located right next to the concession stand, and let you know that all the proceeds will be used to benefit the Colerain High School Marching Band. Donuts, $1 each, and cash only, please, while supplies last. Again, we'd like to invite you over to take some time to the concession stand. All the proceeds do benefit Colerain High School.
As said earlier, these Colerain Cardinals have not won a game, but looking to bounce back at home tonight.
They haven't won a game, but this is also the first night in which they'll receive the opening kickoff.
Yeah. Have we won the toss every week?
We've won the toss every week and deferred. This will be the first week.
So, any little bit of switch up. Colerain's return team is going to take the field. That's going to be Ricardo Lofton, as well as Ryan O'Brien, back for the Colerain Cardinals.
Number 21, Ryan O'Brien.
Jaden Staley forms three players back there.
Nicholas Schnell kicking off for the Aviators. Little bit of wind tonight. Sun's not a factor.
Kicking off for the Aviators.
Perfect fall, almost fall-like feel to tonight's game. Sycamore will be kicking into the slight wind.
Left-footed kick is away and will be fielded by Lofton right about the 1-2 yard line. He's got ahead of Stevens, some space down the sideline. Can he get there? Cut off, but he gets close to it from the yard.
Yeah. Good return by Ricardo Lofton. Almost got it, one man to stop him, and he did. Taken down by Chase Terrell. See a lot of these just kind of glancing at the rosters. And I've seen a couple errors already for the roster we were given from the athletic director and the roster we have from the GMC website, so if we miss a name. But Sycamore seems to have a couple two-way players.
I mean, we're just going to say Chase Terrell, Eugene Harvey, pretty much over and over again. So Loris Barnes, the sophomore, starts his fourth game at quarterback for the Cardinals. Going to take the opening handoff and hand it off up the middle. Not much room to run. Greg Williams might have lost a yard on the play.
Yeah, not much blocking. Both linebackers from the outside inside just kind of shot the gap, and there's going to be it will be a loss of one.
Second and 11.
We second down and 11 on the 29.
Cardinals with a bunch to the left, that bunch right next to the line. Take it. Greg Williams is going to take a toss sweep to the outside. Breaks one tackle still on his feet. He's across the 40 and has a first down.
Good patient running. That little bunch formation was almost like having a couple extra tight ends right there. He gets the pitch to the outside, follows his block. It's in great patience. Good block up there, 55 leading the way. It's Elijah Washington from his offensive line. First down for the Colerain Cardinals out to their own 42.
The Williams helmet or something came off, so he does have to take this play off. So he'll come out, Tristan Cornist in at running back. We'll stay with that bunch formation this time to the right. Barnes takes it. He's going to do a little toss sweep the other way. Cornist looking for some space. He's got it down the edge. He's going to get across midfield, and it's another Cardinal first down.
Yeah, just like the play to the left, he come to the right. Sycamore was really trying to plug up the middle of the field, and it really was not too many guys to block up there. Good seal block on the outside. Takes him into Sycamore territory down to the 44. But I was looking, all the linebackers were between the tackles, and if you're going to do that, you got to get somebody out. There's less guys to block for that bunch formation.
Somehow it's first and 9. There, the chains are there. It was first and 9 for a second there. They'll stay in this bunch formation. Barnes takes it. Little counter play, trying to find something different up the middle. Good penetration up front by the Sycamores. When you run those little counters, the backside doesn't get a little bit of a chip to hold, let the hole develop. That's going to happen.
Yeah, the Sycamore nose tackle just kind of blew that up. Brandon, there's a name for you to pronounce, number 54 from Sycamore. Zion Seafamuutufala.
You totally didn't even
I know, I wasn't even close, and I apologize.
Zion.
Yeah, you were better.
At least I looked at the letters. You just started mumbling. Stay in this bunch formation, 2nd and 9. Greg Williams again will take the pitch to the outside, follow some blockers. Aviators this time.
Greg Williams on the carry for the Cardinals.
Yeah, Sycamore's top 2 running backs are also playing linebacker right there. That was one of their leading running backs, Eugene Harvey, on the tackle. 3rd down and 9. I don't know if this is 2-down territory yet, but I think it all depends on if you can get 5 or 6 on this, forced to make a decision.
15 on the play clock. We'll go trips spread out to the left this time.
No deep safety, just man up on this outside receiver.
Barnes takes the snap, looks to throw. He's got Greg Williams out of the backfield, but he is hit immediately by Nick Branham. So they try a little flare out of the backfield. They'll be about 2 yards short.
Yeah, this is decision time.
It's probably more than 2, probably closer to 3 yards short.
4th down and 3 on the 36.
But if you turn this over, it's only on the 36-yard line.
And that's a play we've seen all year that kind of...
Colerain's going to go for it, but they're going to switch to switch quarterbacks here and see a little wildcat.
Yeah. Greg Williams going to go to the wildcat. 10 seconds on the play clock. Snap. Goes one way, cuts back. He's going to be pretty
very close.
Looks like he's going to have it.
Looking to see, always look to see which team is celebrating. You've got both teams both in this direction, but this time the celebration looks to be for the Sycamore Aviators without a measurement. They're not.
I think Greg Williams might have fumbled it at the end.
And before they moved the change, they want a coach from Colerain and wants a measurement.
Because they're not going to get. I don't know if he fumbled there at the end, because it looks like the line to gain, the marker went past the first down line.
We'll see if the ball might have come out. I don't think the ball ever touched. Yes, the Sycamore Aviator does come up with it. Yeah, that ball popped out in the pile.
It was a fumble, so that's why. Greg Williams.
Had the ball stripped from him when he kind of spun around.
So they did have enough for the first down, but they fumble on 4th down. Give it. I think Coach Huber's just going to get that explanation.
Yeah, he wants an explanation. I don't think he, from his angle, really without that replay, we wouldn't have been able to see that. I mean, there was a massive humanity there in the middle.
I'd like to take this moment out to thank one of our new corporate sponsors. That would be Rumpke. Also our friends at Game On, located in the White Oak Shopping Center.
So as he gets turned around, I think the question is he down? But there's no replay. Let this roll. And if you look to the left at the bottom of the pile, there is the football with the Sycamore Aviator right by the ref's leg. Now, where did he take possession of it? Not really sure. And the ball comes out even before he starts going to the ground. Great work by volunteers from Waycross Community Media.
For this new school year, all you have to do is visit our website at ColerainAlumni.com.
Colerain gets some positives there on offense, but then turn it over.
Extracurricular programs here at Colerain, including all the sports teams, show cards, drama, and the marching.
So here's Seth Truder, the Sycamore Aviators for their first drive. Eugene Harvey in the backfield.
This is the #1 offense in the GMC.
Straight dive to left. They're going to pick up about 3 on this first down.
They have the most points, the most rushing yards, and the most passing.
Number 25, Eugene Harney.
Averaging just under 20 points a ball game.
Number 10, Cooper Creed.
Which tells you there's not a lot of offense in the GMC.
It'll be second down and 7 on the 36.
Counter and
nothing. And I believe there's going to be a flag on the play.
Eugene Harney on the carry for Sycamore.
William jumps up from the pile and he points to the referee that I was held, and the referee points to the ground. Yeah, there's a flag there, young man.
Holding on Sycamore.
So that is a spot foul.
Behind the line of scrimmage, you'll take that.
So that'll take it all the way back to about the 25-yard line.
Just past the 25.
Second down and 16.
Quick pitch outside. Eugene Harney. Cardinals limited it. Interesting there, especially against the leading passing team in the GMC.
Eugene Harney on the carry for the A's.
That's barely over 200 yards of this season. Not a passing conference, but still going to cover 0 there. We'll see if they stick with that here on 3rd and long. We saw that week that against LaSalle they went cover 0 and got burnt right before and gave up a long play that set up a touchdown.
Yeah, but the Sycamore's pretty balanced. 600 yards in the air, 500 on the ground. Not much of a difference.
So 3rd and long. Truder sets up. He's got a long time to throw. He's going to settle for the flat.
And pass for Sycamore, number 3, Drew Datillo.
So that ball was thrown underneath, and it's not even back to the original line of scrimmage. There is a flag on the play. So do you take the outcome of the play, or are you going to take a spot foul and move them farther back?
You decline it and take the down. So it's still going to be 4th and 10. Indication is a legal man downfield on the Aviators.
Ineligible man downfield is the penalty.
It is going to be declined. Colerain stops him on a 3 and out. Here comes the punt team.
Back to receive for the Cardinals, number 6, Jaden Staley.
Levi Simpson.
It's a little change up here. Jaden Staley back to return. We had seen Cameron Evans the first couple of weeks return kicks. Kicks away. It's going to go odd little bounce. Staley lets it go. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a good flip of the field by the Aviators. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Colerain at their own 20-yard line exactly.
Yeah, as we've seen a lot in the high school level, you don't need that big boomer putter. It's more directional, kicking it away and looking for that bounce, and he definitely got it right there. Colerain put two receivers back to return that, and he still got it outside him. Colerain receiver did a great job. If you're not going to catch that clean, just kind of get away. You look for that hand pop.
The rugby-style right footer, he should be shading over that.
So
Cardinals take over, 6:02 to play here in the first quarter.
Again, thank you for your support.
Sycamore goes 3 and out after the Cardinals turned it over on downs after a good starting drive, but couldn't finish.
There's that bunch formation to the right again.
See it kicked out. Cornice makes one man miss. Can't get the second wave.
Yeah, this time the Colerain bunch formation does not get the block. Linebackers kind of slice through.
They had it good on the outside edge. They had that where he wanted to go, but if it's that backside that didn't hold it.
Sir Ross for Sycamore. Second down and 11
Sir
on
Ross
the 19.
tackle the middle
So
linebacker.
we haven't seen a passing attempt from the Colerain Cardinals yet.
Second and 11. Look, quick out. Pass out. Ryan O'Brien hit and nowhere to
Pass for
go.
the Cardinals.
Yeah, Colerain just struggling to find an identity. That's one of their mainstays, just that quick out there to get to your athletes in space. But
Brought down by Aves, number 20, Chase
I think a lot of
Terrell.
teams have seen that already and kind of anticipating Chase Terrell makes a great play.
The first time we saw Corey Myrick and Greg Williams last week play offense. This is the first time we're seeing the other outside linebacker, Cooper Krieg. He could bring the bigger guy out there to get some blocking, but it didn't really make a difference there. 3rd and 14 for the Cardinals, and they take a timeout.
I'd like to take a moment now to thank our friends at
Looked like that
Rehabilitation.
timeout
Their
came from the
physical
quarterback.
therapy and athletic training.
I'm not sure if he just didn't understand the play or didn't agree with the play, but either way, you got to make a good decision.
Over 27 area, high schools, middle
It's been
schools,
going
colleges,
backwards.
and
It's going to be
professional
3rd down and
teams.
14.
Football players to soccer moms, and from weekend warriors to working professionals, injuries do happen. And when they do, let our friends at NovaCare's team of professionals get you back in the action. For more information, all you have to do is go
Sycamore
online.
has given up some points in double digits in every single one of their games, so they can be scored upon.
Thanks to NovaCare for their support of varsity football here at Colerain High School.
Yeah, I mean, last week Middletown was the first team not to score 20 plus points on them. 4th down, Barnes takes it, and
A flag on the play.
Looks like Sycamore's
Offsides
good.
on
Yeah.
Sycamore, so it'll get 5 back.
Offside on the Aviators. Five-yard penalty.
Cardinals makes it
Third
3rd
down
and
and
9
9
with
on
the
the
Sycamore
21.
penalty. The only thing is you ran your routes, so if the Sycamore defensive coordinator is paying attention, he knows what play you wanted to run.
Well, it looks like Sycamore's just going to line up in a man.
And bring the house defense in. That's the good call of the young quarterback.
If they're not going to block that weak side, he showed early too. You just got to recognize
You got a
it.
young quarterback with a team that already struggles to protect him. They just brought more than there was there. He wasn't necessarily. They went straight cover. And we talked about possibly the Cardinals doing it all defensively. That's what Sycamore did there. They went cover 0 and said, we're just going to bring everyone that's not man to man. Barnes doesn't make the decision quick enough, and that's the goal of that defense. Cooper Krieg punts away. It's a high.
Good kicking.
Yeah,
If he
bounce,
kept.
but not quite the angle.
Gio Guerra was back to receive for
Tell
the
you what,
Aviators.
he keeps that in the field. That ball's still bouncing. He had a good one. It's not a bad outcome of the kick, though. It's going to take it all the way into Sycamore territory.
4:06 to play in the first quarter.
So Sycamore's going to come out with their second possession. That's on their own 45.
Went 4 and out because they had an extra penalty play because of a penalty. They'll try again. Handoff Eugene Hart.
Eugene Hardy on the carry for Sycamore.
Does a good job, made contact right there. Brandon
Taken
Smith
down by Cardinals number
hit him at the
42.
line of scrimmage,
Brandon
maybe a 1 yard, 2 yard gain. He spins off him, did pick up 4 on the play.
I mean, Hardy is
It'll be second
literally
down and 6.
That's Cooper Craig also on the tackle.
said Truder's the leading passer in the GMC. Harney's the leading runner. And Garrett's the leading receiver. Play action, rolls, gets his man, and that was just a throwaway, I think, from Truder.
Yeah, he looked over to the right, the quick out. Greg Williams, I believe. Is that Williams? No, that was Corey Myrick on the coverage. If he throws it anywhere near that receiver, Myrick had already cut that off.
I think they really want, and we've seen it exploited where that on every level, not just against the Colerain, but especially Colerain early in the season. You run that play action, that guy comes out in the flat, and he's been wide open, and that's, I think, the initial place where he wanted to go.
Yeah, that motion man, the running back out of the backfield is tough to cover. So third down and 6.
And handoff up the middle and nowhere to go on the little counter. Going to be maybe 1 yard for Harney. Interesting spot here at midfield. This is almost perfect. You have 4th and 5 from midfield. Like, it doesn't get any more perfectly split.
It's about
no.
4 to 5.
The nose of the ball is at the 50
But I'm
yard.
looking at the flags. You're about 4 to 5 inches.
But it's almost
past.
perfect.
Yes,
It
almost.
will line up
Number 5,
for the
Levi
punt.
Simpson.
This is possibly the best situation ever for a fake punt.
Back to receive for the
Just for the
Cardinals,
symmetry
Corey
part.
Myrick and Jaden Staley.
Symmetry.
So Colerain again with 2 guys back. Play clock's running down. Sycamore's going to have to call timeout.
The punter, Levi Simpson, kind of looked
Timeout,
into the
Sycamore.
sidelines and was trying to.
If they saw something, they were going to go for it.
Yeah,
He is
the backup quarterback, or at least that's what he's listed as here.
listed as a backup quarterback. Good size kid. He's a junior, listed at 6'3", 180. Colerain has kind of switched things up and putting 1 return man back now.
Myrick's kind of playing almost like his normal safety position rather than back deep. And they will kick it away. Staley takes it and breaks the initial tackle. He's got a little bit of space. Going to get across the 25. The Cardinals, decent little return, and they'll take over at their own 28-yard line.
Battle of punters right now. It's all about field position until somebody makes a big play. So far now, the most significant person on the field has been the referees. Lots of penalties so far.
Most of them on Sycamore. Actually, all of them on Sycamore. Everything you would say coming into this game so far, we've played less than a quarter. But Colerain's the one who's actually moved the ball offensively, the team that's not been penalized at all. But the 1 turnover is the difference right now. Cut off a Cardinal first down. Cooper Krieg with Greg Williams in the backfield. Stack formation. Handoff, Williams finding space up the middle. He's getting about 4, maybe 5, depending on the spot.
Yeah. You noticed earlier, Cooper Krieg, the underclassman, normally played a little bit of an outside linebacker, is almost an H-back, extra tight end right here.
That's one of the things he's still, you can see him in a knee brace on the sidelines. Sidelines. Ilya Gugorov was the expected tight end, the guy playing that role, but he's not been in these first couple weeks. So Barnes takes it, looks, and picked off other way. Easy 6 points for Trey Meadows.
Yeah, James Johnson reads that one right away. It's a Colerain go-to play. We've seen it every time. It was stopped for a loss last time. This time they go to the right, that quick out. The defender was there even before he threw it.
Meadows just stepped right in front of it, nowhere in front.
That's just good scouting by the Sycamore defensive coaches. So the first score is not by the offense, it's by a defense.
Kicking the extra point.
So Datillo's going to come in for the extra point for the Aviators.
Datillo is the holder. Snap is back. Kick is blocked, but just got enough over.
That's about as ugly as the kick. They have a good out coming up. That ball bounced, and a good play by the holder. Didn't come off. Colerain actually got a hand on it, and it still went through. So 149 in this first quarter.
Just about as minimal as possible.
Later tonight after the game, if you'll be craving a great burger or you like some tasty wings,
Colerain runs that quick out, and he almost takes too long to get that ball out of his hands.
Well, and he didn't look either. He took a little bit, that extra little step, and he just threw it right away. He didn't look, which is fine if you take that and get it much more quickly out. That's kind of the design of the play, but
here at Colerain High School.
But again, sophomore in his first year starting, forced into starting because of a situation with your number one quarterback, so he's still finding himself.
Our boosters of the Sycamore Cardinal level donors, and we thank them for their support. Back to receive for the Cardinals, Greg Williams and Ricardo Lofton.
Lofton, Staley, is that 21?
Bryant.
Also,
Bryant, back for the Colerain Cardinals.
Drew Datillo will be kicking off for Sycamore.
Got a pretty decent return on the first one to start the game.
The PA thinks Datillo's kicking. He had to correct himself. It's Schnell kicking. That footer is going to be short. It's going to be Ryan O'Brien taking it. Up back, trying to find some space. He gets it across the 30. That last line of defense makes the tackle. Cardinals take over just short of their own 35.
That's a big return. He took it right up the middle. Stopped by the kicker.
Taken down by Ames, number 33, Elijah Hill.
Colerain decent field position, 142 up to play in the first quarter.
It's a really nice hit by 54.
Not a bad form tackle by the kicker.
For Lando Rowland, the sophomore linebacker. As Barnes comes out, takes the snap, back to that bunch formation. They're going to go play action. He's going to look deep. He's got a man if he hits him. And he just throws it short.
Thinking too much right there, young. He saw such a wide open receiver there. It was a perfect play call, and he just tries to aim the ball.
Honestly, almost every receiver was open.
He had his choice of all of them, and just
probably picked the easiest throw was that one.
Yep.
He just missed it.
Well, they say the toughest throw to make is the one with the guy with that wide open.
But by the time he threw it, the guy that was open to the flat was no longer open to the flat, and the guy open to the post was no longer open to the flat. Quasi receivers. Handoff Cornist up the middle. And again, Cardinals having no room to run up the middle right now.
Tristan Cornist on the carry for Colerain. Taken down by number 54.
Third down and 11.
Zion S for the A's.
1:15 to play in the quarter.
Third down and 11, ball on the 33.
Cardinals bunch formation, either side, or tight formation with the bunt. Throw off down. Ryan O'Brien is gonna take it, but he's got not enough space to get to the first down. It'll be about 5 yards short. It'll be fourth down.
Yeah, the young quarterback shows a little bit of hesitation. He had good time this time. He checks down and hits the open man, but didn't want to take the chance downfield.
That's exactly what the defense is set up to do. Give up, protect the line to gain.
They have 12 guys.
Back to kick for Colerain.
Yeah. Sycamore's coach saw what I did. They had a little personnel issue. They had 12 men on the field. But they didn't snap the ball, so this is going to be breaking the huddle with 12, which might give Colerain the close enough. Was it giving them enough for the first down?
I don't think it's enough for, well,
Is
it would be enough for the first down, depending. Are they going to let them have the timeout?
But they broke the huddle with 12.
It doesn't matter. They're on defense, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to give them the timeout.
Timeout, Sycamore.
It's the defense. They don't huddle.
Well, if you're thinking maybe about buying or selling a home, we invite you to contact the Shep Group of
So Sycamore
Realtors.
is awarded the
Because it's
timeout.
all about the tradition
So it's going to be
of
still
trust
4th down and
and
6.
family
Colerain's
integrity.
punting unit will
If
stay on.
Colerain would have
Colerain's
snapped it, they
realtor for
had something there,
decades.
but they didn't
Colerain
snap it.
Boosters Gold sponsors our friends at Shep Group of Star One Realtors. Again, we appreciate them and their support of varsity football here at Colerain High School.
So again, almost a perfect night, fall football. Slight breeze, mild temperatures.
I
don't know what the argument is Coach Huber's making. They called timeout. There is no illegal substitution on the defense unless he doesn't come out, and they didn't do any sort of. The only reason you can make this is you do have the situations where they have to allow the other team the defense to sub if your offense makes a substitution.
Is that a high school rule? Is that just a college or and pro rule? I don't know. We don't see that too often with teams that rush up and run as many plays as possible. But whatever it is, snap is back, kick is off. No return and got a decent bounce.
Yep.
Back to receive for the A's, number 22, Gio Garrett. The ball kicked out of bounds. No return. It'll be 1st and 10, Sycamore.
So a little bit of, after no flag thrown on that one, but there was a pretty heavy hit behind the play. Both the Sycamore linebacker and a Colerain linebacker kind of hit each other. Had nothing to do with the play. The ball was almost out of bounds. I like the way the referee handled that. He just looked at both of them and said, "Don't do that again."
So Sycamore, probably one more play here before the end of the first quarter. They have no first downs, but they still lead off of that one defensive touchdown.
Starting the deepest they've had, a throwing 25.
Empty backfield shooter. It looks like he's going to go deep. That ball is caught in bounds for a short gain.
Yeah, just a quick out. A lot of contact there. Gio Garrett.
Number 22, Gio Garrett.
It almost looked like that ball was tipped.
And that's the end of the first
Wasn't
quarter.
pretty, but it got to it, and it was effective. They gained 6 yards on that play.
Sycamore 7, Colerain nothing.
So after a one-quarter play here at Colerain High School, Sycamore 0 first downs but 7 points. They lead the Cardinals 7-0, capitalizing on 2 Cardinal turnovers.
Cincinnati, Ohio Police Federal Credit Union.
That one, the pick six a big, but I think the other one was almost more important because Colerain was driving and it established a first down.
Colerain was driving the length of the field on their opening possession, about just short of the red zone. I mean, they probably gained 50, 60 yards already on that opening drive, and then. And everyone thought, well, Greg Williams clearly got the first down, but he lost the ball on the way down. Give credit really to, I think it was 33, Elijah Hill. It almost seemed like, I don't know if he fumbled it as much as he kind of took it from them as they were falling.
Yeah, it was kind of it popped out a little bit, and then it kind of almost turned into a strip.
Well, Greg Williams is fighting for all those extra yards, but in doing so, he's on top of bodies, and it gives the other defender a chance to rip it away.
For all of your banking needs.
So 2nd and 4 for the Aves. They're going to go to the Wildcat formation here with Garrett and Harney. I don't know which one's lined at quarterback and which one's lined up at.
Normally you see the Wildcat usually as their big back. They're both kind of smaller young men.
A little bit of a bobble on the snap.
Threw timing off, kind of helped the Colerain Cardinals. He pops out of there, but
I don't know which Harney was there. It's maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard. So still 3rd Still 4 to go. Now third
Biggest
down
random
for
on
the
the carry for
Aviators.
Sycamore. Brought down by Cardinals. Number 42, Brandon Smith. Third down and 3, ball on 32.
So they're going to bring out their regular quarterback.
Well, he was out there. He was lined out wide.
Just lined out wide. This could be third down and a long 3. He's got to get just outside the 35.
Spread it out here. Shooter takes it. They set up screen to Harney. And this is going to come back.
It's going to, yeah.
At least one holding was Sycamore. Good job there by Lawrence Young, the corner. He's going to maybe hit Harney. Harney's probably got enough for the first down, but he doesn't get a full tackle on him because he's grabbed basically by the shoulder pads from behind.
Yeah, and this is huge because I think the one's going to be a spot foul from behind the line of scrimmage. Offensive lineman on the screen, you want to get out of the way a little bit, but it's almost an Olay block. There's no reason. And let's
I think the second flag might just be the referee throwing a flag, recognizing the other flag. I don't think that's the official spot of the holding.
Nope. He threw it on 58 for that downfield block on the wide receiver. So there are 2 holdings on the play.
I know, but by that spot, that flag would be only 2 yards back. So.
Yeah.
Third down and 13.
Spot foul downfield.
It's going to make it third down and 12.
Really interesting to go with a screen pass on third and short there for the Aves. It worked.
It worked. It was there.
Shooter back. He's got plenty of time and a little miscommunication there. His receiver stopped at about a 15-yard comeback. The quarterback threw it deep.
Yeah, but he also threw it about 8 yards out of bounds. Even if he runs the right pattern, that ball, he had no chance on that one.
So Aviators again.
Still no first down.
Still no first down.
Punting for the A's will be number 5, Levi Simpson.
Simpson going to kick for the Aviators.
Jaden Staley.
Staley, just one return man. Back for the Colerain Cardinals. We've seen some low line drive kicks here.
And again, Staley's going to pick it up off the bounce, try to find something. Not much to go.
I tell you what, one of the Colerain Cardinals almost blocked that punt and was tackled. We might have another holding. And again, our chain crew is moving before the play. Don't. Yeah.
Coach Huber, you saw the point. Just push it back.
Yeah, there was an obvious hold right in front of the punter. He didn't throw the flag right away. I mean, I saw it and was going to complain about it, but, I complain about a lot of things that don't exist, but that one existed. So, and backed by the punter, that's a spot foul from that. That's going to be
he's going to be
huge.
Probably from near his own end zone now. Cardinals have a chance. They're probably going to get more than 10 yards out of this.
Ball spotted on the 13.
Yeah, all the way back to the 13.
I don't know why you don't have Jaden Stanley just on the left hash. Because off the right foot, that's where it's going. He hasn't put it there.
The coach has just moved him over.
Levi Simpson back to kick.
Simpson. And he shanked it, so this penalty is going to be huge. Cardinals are going to get not just 10, but maybe 30 yards out of this penalty. They were going to take over at their own 30. Now they're taking over at the Sycamore 35.
Well,
so
field
19 plus 15 is maths. 34 yards difference. But honestly, I think they could have got a penalty for offside. I thought the guy on the outside Sycamore jumped, but I'll take the results of the shake and decline it if that was the option. So Ricardo lofted to the side of Barnes here with the trips to the right. Snap is back. And they're going to go one-on-one deep and dropped. Terrell Burton.
Oh, they had the matchup they wanted. 5'8". How big is Burton? Burton Liston he had 6'4" against 5'8". They had the matchup they wanted. Got a little bit of separation. Great shot there by guys from Waycross. Kind of goes the opposite shoulder. It would have been a tough catch, but it hit both hands. Got to make that play. But that's a good matchup that I'd go back to, even if he's well covered. If that ball's up in the air.
Sophomore to sophomore.
They roll a safety over this time a little bit, give that defense back a little bit of help.
Set up screen. Ricardo
He's got
lost him
blocking.
underneath.
Oh, run that to the inside.
Yeah, maybe if he goes to the inside, it's got a lot more.
You want to use that sideline as the extra defender right there. But yeah, if he reads that inside, he might have got a few more, but it makes it a little bit more manageable to 3rd and 3, probably 2 down territory.
They're going to go Wildcat with Greg Williams as the quarterback.
3rd and 3 on the 28.
3rd and 3. God, this would be a really good place for Greg Williams to run it or throw it. Takes a snap. He's just going to go one way, and Sycamore jumped it. And it looks like they jumped that snap count there.
And perfect anticipation there by number 99. Not sure who was supposed to block him, but Jabbar unblocked up the middle. Almost got there before the ball did.
Taking an awful long time. You would think on now on 4th down, you're either sending the punt team out or putting your regular offense out there. Chuba's going to take a timeout instead.
Timeout, Cardinals.
Now, I think that was just an error. Looking at the replay, I think someone just missed.
Somebody missed a wrong assignment right there because he was untouched. Looked like that. I don't know if it was a bad snap that took him to the right, but everybody was blocking left, so the right went unblocked.
No, he was going right. That's where everyone was pulling.
Hopefully you might be the winner. Again, that's split the pot. We're going to be doing at halftime. Make sure to purchase some. Again, we
someone
appreciate
stepped
your
left
support.
to block, or someone didn't block back. Someone that when everyone's rolling, they have a pulley like that. Someone's got to step back and make sure that one guy doesn't come free, especially play side. So 4th down. Cardinals trying to take advantage of this short field. Send their regular offense out on the field. They've had really good opportunities, but haven't taken advantage of it.
I almost look for that same matchup they had earlier, sophomore and sophomore on the outside.
Tight formation, 2 receivers to either side of Barnes. Takes it, drops back, looks under pressure. Barnes breaks one tackle, still on his feet, and a good tackle in open field
17
by Hardy.
The ballkeeper for Colerain, Morris Barnes.
He had a little bit of time. The one thing you didn't want him to do is take a sack there. An interception does not help you.
It doesn't hurt you, really.
All right, that's what I meant. Does not hurt you. Does a good job when the pocket collapses, but an even better job by the Sycamore Aviator defense coming up and limiting itself. They only got 4 yards after getting great field position. Colerain defense needs to step up again.
Schroeder hands off Harney, trying to find some space. Gets through the first tackle. Still on his feet. Still going. Still going.
Eugene Harney on the carry.
It's about 4 or 5 yards on the play.
He's listed at 5'7", 160. But great center of balance. He's hit several times here by the Colerain Cardinals. Arm tackle is not going to take him down. Just kind of bounces off, keeps working outside.
It's 5'6", 165. He's the leading rusher in the GMC somehow. And that was a demonstration of such
Second
right
down and
there.
5 on the 37.
No running back in the backfield this time. 5 wide receivers.
Schroeder steps back, sets up screen. He's got Harney with some space. First down, Aviators into Sycamore territory. He almost anticipated that. They went and spread it out. They would throw short.
When they put the running back on the outside and run him underneath everybody. This Colerain Cardinal a little bit slow.
Injury timeout on the field.
Jaden Stevens still on the field.
believe that was Sycamore's first down of the series right now. You would think with 8:11 to play in half, and you'd allow the team to get their first down, you'd have a different score than being down 7-0. But the only play right now is by the Sycamore defense, the pick six, the difference of the game right now. So the Colerain player is up, walking off under his own power, but pretty much decided he's definitely limping right there.
Take the time to remind you can reach us live in the booth at radio at wearecolerain.com, the email address. Reaching out as he always does. Thanks to Lenny Lopez for listening from Corona, California. So first down Aviators for the first time. Harney gets it, slides through. He's got about 4 more yards. Heck, he's got 5 with that spot. He just disappears.
Good block on the inside. They bring kind of their H-back tight end, Nicholas Branham, laying 2 ways as a linebacker, almost as a fullback right there, leading the way. Back to the Wildcat formation.
And a big run, still going is
another
Harney.
Flag on the play, though.
There is another flag.
On the tackle for the Cardinals.
On the tackle for number... but there wasn't also a tackle by the offensive lineman that cleared that way.
I mean, you look at him. A kid
Sycamore.
that small, you don't expect it, but he's making people miss.
Colerain's all-time leading rusher, Tyler Williams, was about the same size. Now, he doesn't have Tyler's start and stop. Not too many people do, but it is.
It's not like he's... Tyler Williams still kind of had like the build. He almost looks like a small H-back rather than a small scat back, but he's getting it done. Empty backfield, quick throw, screen underneath again. Harney's going to take it and keep it feet going and get a first down.
You know, but sometimes when you're a football player, you're a football player.
Exactly.
Brought down by Cardinals, number 20.
And they go back to that tunnel screen again, which has been successful twice.
Brought down by number 42.
All the way down to the Colerain 30-yard line.
6:50 to play.
First and 10.
First down.
30.
Left tackle's pretty far downfield on that screen.
That's a line of scrimmage. It's fine.
Take up a lot of the play clock, down to 8 seconds.
Takes it. A little screw up there in the backfield. Harney went one way, Truder went the other.
On the tackle for Colerain, number 9.
Yeah, he turned around to hand it to the running back, and he wasn't nowhere to be found.
Second down and 10.
So Colerain's been doing decent on first down. As these second down plays, they found this tunnel screen a couple different times on second down and long in this drive.
They'll spread it out again, empty. Shooter looks up the middle on a quarterback draw, and he's close to a first down, and he does have a first down.
I tell you, decent play call right there. They showed the bubble screen, and he pump faked that way, but it's just a quarterback draw following his pulling guard. Doesn't like much of a block, but does enough to get in the way.
That is the long on the season run for a first down for Truder. He has just enough rushing yards to let you know that he's been sacked just enough to cover up a few positive games. So first down in the red zone from the 20-yard line for the Aves. Handoff, Hardy up the middle, and he is stuffed but still on his feet.
On the carry for Sycamore, number 25, Eugene Hardy.
And they let him go.
And there's a flag coming behind the play. I don't know if they're going to call an offensive assist.
I don't think there's such rule anymore.
The offensive line.
I didn't think that was a rule anymore.
I guess it still is. Yeah, the offensive tackle grabbed the running back and pulled him along. You don't see that called that often. But that pile is there, and then it shows right here.
I get that, but then what's the penalty?
An illegal assist.
No. I get that. I'm sorry. What's the penalty enforcement? Because it's now first down from the original spot. Let their safety.
10 yards from the spot of the foul, or 5 yards from the spot of the foul.
Guess, okay. I don't. Intruder takes it, looks, throwing deep in the end zone, and caught for a touchdown, Gio Garrett.
Yeah, their leading receiver. They just got him one-on-one. No flags on the play on that one. Wait, there is a flag on the play.
It's on the Cardinals.
So the flag is, they're calling it a pass interference on the defense. It's going to be declined. The catch will be good.
For the extra point for the A's holding, number 3, Drew Cotillo.
Just got inside position on the Colerain defender.
Nicholas Snell.
Garrett, the leading receiver in the GMC, has a touchdown now, and every single game his extra point is up. With 4:38 to play in the half, it's the A's 14, the Cardinals 0.
Longest sustained drive there by either team. Sycamore mixes the run and pass, a couple screen passes, and just the fade right there at the end zone.
The doctors of UC Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide award-winning care in order to keep the Cardinals at the top of their game.
Colerain's going to have 4:38.
Just one timeout.
Yeah.
And treat all of orthopedics, spine, hand, joint, trauma, and sports medicine conditions. You can find out more at their website at uchealth.com and experience why we see the power of rehabilitative care every day here at Colerain High School. We give our thanks to UC Health for their support of boys varsity football.
Most important thing here, though, is to just get the first down, and then work it from there.
Or just score on this kickoff.
Do that too. They've got some good returns.
Yeah, they've been out to the 35. Decent returns. Kicker doesn't get a lot of height or a lot of depth. Last time he was stopped by the kicker.
Snell kicks it deep. Lofton will take it right inside his own 5, trying to find some space. He makes the initial wave miss. He's going to go race to the sideline. Can he get to it again? It's a good return. But that 12th man really makes the difference to the sideline. Cuts him off.
Yeah, Sycamore does a great job staying in their lane, left somebody there, so he did get the corner, but there was somebody waiting on him. And again, Colerain starting about just at their 35.
And at the high school level especially, there are some special teams coaches that's kind of their scheme. Yeah, we'll let you have a decent return here, but we have the coverage team set up that you're pushed one way or the other. So
I'll agree. Anywhere between the 20 and 35 sets your defensive up. That's why you see like a little pooch kick, so there's little pop-up kicks. They want to keep them within 5 yards of the 30, give or take.
Cardinals spread way wide. Handoff, middle, up the middle. Greg Williams is going to get about 5, maybe 6 on the carry.
Greg Williams, the ball carrier for Colerain.
Nothing fancy, just a push. Right up the middle, he goes through one tackler.
Second down and 5, ball on the 40.
takes it, hands it off again. Greg Williams breaks one tackle, can't break the. Well, he does break the second. It'll be about a yard short of a first down.
On the tackle for the A's, number 20.
Williams is shown to be their playmaker, but he's not one of those breakaway speed guys. He has some speed and he has some power. It's yards after contact right there and sure effort that makes this a 3rd down and 1.
Cardinals go to the Wildcat with Williams. Makes the snap. Delay, and he's got a hole, and he breaks through. And there's that breakaway speed. Greg Williams gives the Cardinals 6.
Didn't need a lot of breakaway speed with that kind of hole. Colerain brings in a couple linebackers. They go to the big package, and he just went to that. I almost could have ran through that hole. Greg Williams takes it the distance for a Colerain offensive touchdown.
Sycamore clearly sells out the shot, stop it short, and once Williams has that hesitation to find the hole, there is no one back deep.
I didn't get a number. There was a lineman down the field. It might have been the tight end, and it got the last safety that cleared that block.
McAfee set to kick the
C.J.
extra
Davis
point.
to the hole.
Snap is low, but recovered. And McAfee puts it through, so the Cardinals get on the board with 2:59 to play in the half. The Cardinals make it 7 for them. Aviators still with the lead with 14.
60. Was that Ornella down the field? Was that 69 or was that 65?
From around the tri-state area. Princeton 14, Mason 0 in the second
Yeah, that was
quarter.
Ornella 69. Makes the big block down the field. I'm sorry, that's Dustin Walker.
Second quarter. And finally Fairfield 14 with Cody 7 in the second quarter.
It's a very young Colerain team looking to find an identity and confidence. Hopefully that play, you see a little bit more swagger on the sidelines. Maybe this wakes this team up. We saw it in the second half last week. This time they've done it in the second quarter. Got 2 more quarters to play. Sycamore did show good, very well, the long sustained drive, so the defense has got to step up, but this defense got a little bit of a rest right there.
Luke McAfee kicking off for Colerain.
McAfee to kick off. It's going to be a squiver up the middle. Harney takes it, picks it up, and still somehow gets out of a pile. You're going to get it just across the 30 to 33.
It's at low pad level. It's listed at 5'6", but he ducks down, so a lot of the arm tackles, he's going right underneath him.
For him is he doesn't leave the field either.
No, he's played, that's what I said, their top 2 running backs, him and Terrell, both play linebacker.
And I think Gio Garrett plays both ways as well. So it used to be very rare in high school football. Now I think it's just become a reality.
Well, you look at Sycamore's bench, it's not for a lack of numbers.
Sycamore is the smallest school in Division I. Colerain's getting closer to them year by year, but it is, and they have always been that way. Schroeder goes deep, looking one-on-one.
He picked it off. Oh, it came out of there.
Comes away.
Great recovery. It looked like the wide receiver had that ball right away.
Number 22, Gio Garrett.
Gio, who was that on coverage here? Couldn't get
Lawrence
a
Young. On coverage.
7.
Lawrence Young.
Yep.
I just
To the
said
second down and
Lawrence
10
Young.
on the 33.
Coverage. But Sycamore kind of
Lawrence
sits
Young.
in that spot where, unfortunately,
Breaking up
Division
that
I
pass
in Ohio
for
is
the Cardinals.
where they're probably in most states where they're just that cutoff is always right there at it, but they're never going to go down. Harney takes the jet sweep, breaks the first tackle, and again, he just
Eugene
makes
Harney
people
on the carry
miss.
for Sycamore.
It's going to get about 6, maybe 7,
Brought down by
depending on the
Cardinals,
spot.
number 2, Corey Myrick.
I mean, he's hit twice in the backfield. Third, I mean, it just keeps going.
He's just slippery.
Third down and 3
You can't
ball
really
on
get
the
a solid hit on him. Third down and manageable. They need about 3 yards.
They can start to pick up the pace of their offense if they get a first down, and they'll have one timeout, just over 2 minutes to play and a half. Handoff, Harney. He's got the hole. Still on his feet. He's got it right at midfield.
The ball carrier for the A's, number 25, Eugene Honey.
Yeah, they just went hat on hat on the offensive
On the
line. They're
tackle for the
going no
Cardinals,
huddle.
Number 2, Colerain Myrick.
Just under 2 minutes.
Every Colerain defender blocked on that play.
And
That ball's loose!
Ball carrier for Cole.
And the Cardinals have it.
Eugene Honey.
Cooper Creek with the recovery. There was so much wrong with that play from everyone.
Well, it's a rush and it's good read from the outside. He's kind of hit as he runs into his own offensive
Williams,
line.
I almost thought might have been offsides because he was a late substitution caught in the hurry up. The referees should have let a substitution happen, but they didn't. So Greg Williams gets in the backfield right away. I don't even know if Sycamore was set, trying to go so fast. Didn't get a good look to see. You can't really, from the angles, see inside where he lost it, if he was actually down or not, but they're going to give the Cardinals the ball in Aviator territory with 1:50 to play in the half and one timeout to work with. Really can't go to that back to that Wildcat here, you wouldn't think. Under 2 minutes.
Be a good time to go to it and have him throw the ball.
Well, yeah, but then it's super obs. Yes. I don't know why I said super obs, but
They've got Myrick and a wide receiver, a good matchup on the far outside.
handoff Cornice. Trying to just get something going on first down. Interesting.
Justin Cornice on the carry for the Cardinals. Taken down by A's number 99, Jahad Jabbar.
Just showing a little bit of something, keeping those linebackers
Second
honest.
down and 9, ball on the 47.
Taking their time. Just takes it. Looks back. Ryan O'Brien.
Complete pass for
Can't
the
escape it.
Cardinals.
That wasn't the initial read. That was just kind of the outlet pass, and Sycamore defends it well.
They got him one-on-one like they wanted to. Just a better play by the Sycamore defender.
I think they wanted to go deep to Burton. It looked like they were double teamed.
Third down and 11 on the 50.
So under a minute. Cardinals probably good here to take the time because you don't want to give Sycamore the ball with too much time. Barnes looks, steps up, and he gets sacked.
Ball keeper for Colerain.
Timeout Sycamore.
Lawrence Barnes. Brought down by
And that's
Sycamore,
one where it's
number
probably a
9,
mistake
Jahad
the way
Jabbar.
Barnes had it. He probably could have thrown it away.
Timeout,
Probably
Sycamore.
could have probably if he was looking, found the receiver, but you know
It's
what?
a good coaching moment. I mean,
Fans, if you're interested in
he's had time, but not a lot of time to make the second and third read.
We invite you
Take
to
that
go
out of
to
his
our
hands at that point. It's a timing route. It's a
website,
two-step bang and just throw it on
Find out
timing.
more
But also there,
on how
you know what?
can be a part in
That's the
supporting
way he's coached. You know what?
all the
I'd rather
events
you
and
take
all
the sack
different things that happen
than
here
throw
at
an
Colerain High
interception.
School.
Go have a
Again, that's
chance of going down the line.
www.colorainboosters.com.
Of course, in that case, I'd have it set up, just throw a deep pass. And
Well, that's what I mean. Don't
an arm punt, if you will. But
Yeah.
it looked like Cooper Creek had come open, but then again, you're in a scramble situation. You don't really know where he's exactly looking. So 34 seconds. Sycamore uses their last timeout.
They still got the offense on the field?
No.
No. Okay.
You wonder if Sycamore is going to try to come after this one.
Colerain has struggled with snaps. You get pretty good size. Colerain going to call a timeout, see what
Timeout,
Sycamore's going to
Cardinals.
do.
Use their last and a half.
Craig, a good athlete. Colerain thinking about a fake here of some sort. Well, if you read the huddle, the man with the headset, the coach is talking to his punt guys. Cooper Craig, who's going to have the ball in his hand, Krieg, is not part of that huddle. He's on the outside. So you would think if you were thinking of a fake, you would be talking to your punter a little bit more.
Or he just knows. We just look, Cardinals haven't really hit. We know McAfee from warm-ups, his max is about 45 yards for a field goal. I don't know, Sycamore, they do have 4 field goals on the year, and the longest 24, so it's not the worst thing in the world here to give up a short field if you do fake it, but Krieg gets it off.
It hit the player.
Sycamore, and Colerain's got it.
One thing you can't happen if you were the Sycamore Aviators is to that ball to turn over. Colerain almost, you talked about the punt throw.
Arm punt.
The arm punt, now you hit the foot pass.
Colerain recovers.
So almost into field goal territory.
You are at the edge of field goal range.
Colerain did burn up their timeout. You only have 25 seconds left. Do you take a shot into the end zone? Do you kick it now? You've got some tall receiver and some.
Trying to go to the end zone. You're not trying not to get yards.
I'm giving you options. I know what I would do.
You've
got some tall.
You'd punt it again. Try to get more yardage out of them.
That's been there. No. You got a definite height mismatch up here with Myrick on the outside. I'm just running a fade into this corner. But
you can't be sacked. Burton just short.
A little bit of contact, no flag. Just kind of let him a little bit. That only burned up 5 seconds. I'd throw it again. I like that matchup.
Of course, Corey Myrick. He's like, I know that sophomore over there is 6'5", but I'm the senior. Throw it up to me. So you might see that same play, but with Myrick one-on-one. And it's not a bad spot to put it for Barnes. Just a little mistiming between him and Burton.
And good position. He had inside coverage there by the defensive back. They've rolled safeties to the outside a little bit more.
Barnes has it.
Middle left field's wide open. Craig!
Cooper Craig has it for a touchdown!
They rolled the safeties to the outside, and as soon as I saw that, I said, okay, we need a post route. Krieg runs a perfect route, and what a throw. What a throw by your sophomore quarterback right there, Barnes. He looks into the outside, but he sees Krieg right away. Great shot. All right, guys, he almost dropped that.
For the extra point.
So now the ever important extra point.
Snap is back, hold is down, kick is good, and with 13 seconds to play, the Cardinals take advantage of an Aviators turnover off the punt, and we're all tied at 14.
We watched the replay. They double the safeties to the outside, which just led that middle post pattern just wide open. A perfect read, a nice call, even better throw.
Well, I mean, and everyone's thinking, well, they've just been throwing deep to Burton. They're going to throw deep to Myrick.
I think that not only is his first catch, that might be the first time they've thrown his way.
Oh, yeah. This is the first week he's been playing offense.
And we even should play offense every week.
And we even joked that, I think he might have played the first time he's played receiver, I should say. Receiver, tight end, H-back, whatever you want to call him. Look, we know those two kids on defense are special. Greg Williams and Cooper Krieg. We know they're two special players, so use their talents as much as you can. And we've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen that.
We've seen it. One had the big rushing touchdown, one had the...
And we talked about Sycamore using their running backs as linebackers. You put your playmakers in the area that they can make plays. Colerain squibbed this last time.
So we saw in the first, the defensive touchdown from Sycamore gave them the early lead, and it's not quite a defensive touchdown, but the special teams error giving the Cardinals it back.
Yeah, Sycamore anticipating the squib kick.
I mean, you almost kicked this out of bounds purposely. They'll take a squib right up the middle. Harney's going to take it.
Just short of 40. That is two squib kicks that never squibbed.
Yeah.
He got perfect hops.
But it's something
both
like
times.
this where they have no timeouts, so you know they're not really going to do anything. Just kick it straight out of bounds past the 40-yard line. And
Give him
give them the
40.
40-yard line. Heck, just kick it straight out. I know at a certain point they can say re-kick it, but I guess. But run some clock. I don't know. Cardinals have everyone back deep, and
They only have 10. No, they're good. I see the 11th one way back.
way back there. But looks like Shooter's just going to take the step. That'll take us to halftime. So the Aviators came out initially with a surge with the Cardinals and matched here late in the half. It's all tied up. Colerain 14, Sycamore 14.
Colerain 14, Sycamore 14.
out your tickets. The winning ticket number is 2094246. Again, that is 2094246. Bring your winning ticket up to the press box. The winning amount is $184. Hope to see you soon.
Well, we'd like to remind you to stop by the concession stand. We've got plenty of drinks, snacks, candy, some grilled items for you throughout the game tonight. All the proceeds will benefit the Colerain High School Booster Association and Colerain High School. Also, something a little extra special. We got Krispy Kreme donuts available for you. It's being sold tonight. They're $1 each. While supplies last.
Welcome back as we get set here for the second half of action here at Colerain High School.
To benefit the Colerain High School.
Cardinals tied at the Aviators 14-14. Got a couple other scores from around the city in GMC. Princeton on top of Fairfield 14-0 at halftime. Lakota West on top of Middletown 21-0 at halftime. Fairfield leads Lakota East 21-7, and Hamilton leads Oak Hills 10-7. Elsewhere, Moeller leads Center Grove from Indiana 21-6, and Withrow trails St. Xavier 14-3.
Yeah, issue with the Colerain stats, so we have no halftime stats. All we know is the only stat that's important right now was we do have the score. Brandon said 14-14. Sycamore had won the toss to start the game, and they deferred to the second half, so they will start with the ball.
Not necessarily. Sycamore can choose to kick off a second time. I think they have chosen to receive it, but they could have. They don't have to receive it.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Or they don't have to kick it. I haven't seen it around here. Or Colerain. I haven't seen it before.
Yeah, Sycamore just had their two scoring plays, a pick six early, and then they had one just sustained drive. They worked on all the way down to a big fade route. Other than that, they've kind of been littered with a lot of penalties, a lot of holding called tonight, some formation issues. It's not a pretty game. Colerain has a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown.
Especially considering both teams with two turnovers.
McAfee
Especially considering Sycamore came into this
to
game
start off the third quarter.
as the #1 offense. And I don't know if they have 100 yards in that first
Back
half.
to receive for the
Well, they were 3 and out most of the time, but they did have a sustained drive where they had a turnover and then a sustained drive. So, yeah, maybe 100, 150 max. So, Colerain set to kick off.
McAfee, a little pop-up. He's going to try to find some open space. Gets a bounce. Taking on the run.
I tell you what, you tried to little pop-up kick and they tried the squib kick, but all 3 times they've got the perfect hop to the routine. So Colerain Cardinal down on the play. Looks like he extended his arm trying to make that tackle. Hopefully it's just a stinger.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if I could have all your attention too, please. We just received a debit card that has been lost. It's a MasterCard.
So again, Sycamore is going to start this half just outside at the 33-yard line.
Actually, MasterCard. Go Henry. So if you could come up here to the press box, and we have this here for you. Again, it's a lost wallet.
So this takes a little bit of momentum out. It's a first time on that kickoff. We heard not just the student section making a little bit of noise, but the fans giving him a bit of support. Colerain Cardinal is up on holding his shoulder. So Sycamore again, 2 tight ends, bunch formation.
Schroeder takes it. Going to be a quick pitch, and Harney is going to the backfield.
Eugene Hardy
Hit hard.
for Sycamore.
Outside linebacker breaks it in, makes an initial tackle, but again, strong run by the running back. He breaks the initial contact with. He's going to lose about 2 to 3 yards. Gets almost back to the line of scrimmage. Just loses a half a yard.
Second down and 10. Ball on the 33.
Second down and 10. They've gone a lot to the bubble screen, but not really set that up. Harvey's still in the backfield.
Schroeder takes it, play action, sets, looking to go Garrett deep, and knocked away.
Throws into double coverage, and it's just a jump ball, but there's a flag on the play. They're going to call pass interference on that. I know it looked like one of the Colerain Cardinals that went up for the ball, didn't turn and make the play, but he played the ball.
I think Myrick was clean. I think he could have called it on the corner on the
Colerain, 15-yard penalty.
But in high school, we see a good replay right here.
His arm's there.
It's close. It's one of those you can call it and be right, you can not call it and be right. But it is only just a 10-yard penalty in the high school level. So first down, they've got the ball at their own 43.
15. But still, yeah, not a spot. Rolling. Looking, he's got Garrett deep in the run. A well-designed play there, Garrett.
Garrett's got size and speed, and just back-to-back plays, they just send him deep. There are two Colerain Cardinals back there, but little too much of a gap. It's just a throw and go get.
It's a well-designed play to make sure there's no safety help. Fumble the snap, and
yeah, it was kind of a fake snap. It looked like it was a fake fumble. It was a direct snap to the it was a direct snap to the running back, and the quarterback acted like it was a fumble. Colerain not fooled at all.
It wasn't even that. He just pretended like he didn't hand it off.
Absolutely.
Second and 10.
Right here. Yeah, direct snap.
Not that one was, or the play before was.
No. Second down and 10. Ball at 15.
Ball out, Schroeder gets his man in the flat.
Complete pass
Forced
for
out of
Sycamore.
bounds. Nicholas Branham.
Nicholas
Going to get a
Branham.
minimal gain.
Yeah, 2, maybe 3 on that. Just a little timing route. Colerain covered up on the deep route. Had to throw it underneath. It is successful. But it's going to make it a third down and a long 7.
Third down and 8.
Sycamore brings out his tight ends for a few extra wide receivers.
We've seen this where they spread it out and then
And they've
use
got the-
spring game underneath.
And they got the running back out wide. They throw it underneath.
Just a quick little scrape, a quick little hit. And I don't know. It almost looked like Drew Dattilo went down before anyone touched it. He caught it going down, trying to fall for a first down. When I think if he just catches it and runs, he can pick up the
I
first
tell you,
down.
this is interesting. It's 4th down and 2.
But
Sycamore is a little undecided whether they're going to go for it or
it
not.
looks like they're going for it. But that was it was not odd. It looked like Dattilo, if he just catches it and runs, he's going to get a first down. But he catches it falling down, anticipating, trying to make sure he.
Colerain just got to watch the ball right here. This is good. Don't want to be drawn off sides. No.
Quick snap. Carney.
Got it.
Rolling is going to be in for a touchdown.
Yeah, the diminutive running back just hides behind that offensive line and sneaks out.
And there's 2 ways to do it. Like you said, like you mentioned, you could try to fake count, get them to jump, or you could do the exact opposite and go on first kind of, I don't even know if it's first down.
For the extra point
Just
for
count them
Sycamore.
there. That's
Nicholas
exactly what they did. I
Snell.
don't think the Cardinals are really ready for it.
Yeah, usually it's the clap, look back to the coach, adjust your play. That time they went on first down. So Sycamore takes the lead with 9:24.
Kick is up. Kick is good.
The extra point is good.
Sycamore, 21.
With 9 minutes and 24 seconds in the third
Sycamore
quarter.
quickly drives down. and
Sycamore
gets
21,
a
Colerain
touchdown to
14.
open the second half.
The Sycamore's offense opens up when they throw that long pass.
At this time, we
It
encourage
opens
you to
up the
start
run.
calling your ride so you can exit the campus immediately following the
And again,
conclusion
running
of
through
tonight's
first
game.
contact.
So a reminder to all the students, if
They're
you could
slippery,
please
they'll run it back.
do that. Okay?
They hit him
Thank
about
you.
the 4, little spin. So all the momentum Colerain took into halftime, Sycamore answers back. Now see if Colerain has an answer themselves. They've been 1 or 2 blocks away, we've seen, on all the returns tonight. Been quality returns.
Kicking off for Sycamore will be number 31, Nicholas Snell. Back to receive for the Cardinals, number 6, Jaden Staley. Also number 21, Ryan O'Brien.
So Sycamore's left-footed kicker setting up
Also
all
number
the
14,
way on the
Carter
far
Walker.
hash.
Snap kick is away. Line drive will sail into the end zone for a touchback.
His first kick into the end zone tonight. Colerain's going to
Touchback.
start in their
Ball will be
deepest
spotted
possession.
on the 20.
Ball's going to be spotted on the
First down,
20.
Colerain!
And all the other kicks so far, he kind of put some height under it.
It
That one
almost
he
looked
just-
like he had an extra swing to that.
And
Like-
that one, he doesn't put any height and just kicks it
Yep.
straight. Now, there's a reason you kind of want to put some height on it, because if you don't quite clear it, then it makes it for an easy return, or more space on the return. So first down from their own 20. Cardinals looking to answer the 6 points, or excuse me, the touchdown. The extra point Sycamore had to start the half. Quick toss out. Williams finding some space down the sideline, still on his feet, spinning ahead. Across the 40, first down Cardinals.
Greg Williams!
We saw the
Carry for
successful in the
Cardinals.
first half, running behind that bunch formation. This time, no penetration
On the tackle for the
by the
A's, number
outside
25,
linebackers
Eugene
of Sycamore. Turns on the jet, nice block by his wide receiver. Cuts inside, big gain out to the 42.
First and 10, Colerain.
Snap again, this time it was Ricardo Lofton, hits the hole. Not quite the
On the carry for
big
the
back that
Cardinals,
Williams
number
gets. He
14,
gets the hole and gets about
Ricardo
4
Lofton.
on the carry.
I'll take 3 on first down almost any time.
Pushed out of bounds by A's number 25, Eugene Harney, and also
Yeah,
number
Lofton
99,
listed as
Jahaz Jabbar.
5'6", 150 pounds.
Second down and 7, ball on the 45.
And off middle, Lofton still on his feet, and he's going to be close. Talked
This
about
guy-
it.
Lofton.
Same formation, they run a counter off that, and he showed some jets when he put his
On the
foot
tackle
down.
for Sycamore.
Right there, he
Silver
turns it up, and oh.
First down in the Aviator territory. We talked about Harney getting lost in the crowd for Sycamore.
First and 10,
Lofton got lost there on the
Colerain.
counter. And off, and this time Aviators get him in the backfield.
Yeah, anticipate that snap
Ball
count.
carry
They
for
bring a middle
Colerain, number 14,
linebacker.
Ricardo Lofton.
About a 2-yard loss.
Brought down by number 17 for the
midfield.
A's, Sir Ross.
Spencer Ross, the middle linebacker, with the tackle for.
So ball back all the way to the midfield on this 2nd down and 12.
Handoff on the reverse to Myrick. He's going to try to find some space, and a good job.
Corey Myrick on the carry for Colerain.
Or excuse me, by Sycamore.
I like the play call. Just a better play by the defense. It comes at. He's going to follow Williams up there, but the offensive line does not hold their block long enough.
It didn't matter, though. They did, because it got to the outside of them. There's no one to that side. They weren't fooled. So 3rd down and 12 at midfield for the Cardinals. Barnes looking to pass under duress immediately. The flag is on the field. You kind of think this is probably.
Lars Barnes, keeper.
Yeah, they went zero coverage again and brought that weak side linebacker.
Play brought down by the A's number 99.
Your Aviators, do you want to make it a 4th down there, or you want to 4th down a little bit farther back and make them run?
Take the down if it's the
Also on the tackle, Ethan Liski. Holding Colerain.
Looks like Sycamore's going to
Decline.
I'm better. I mean, Cardinals lost
It'll be
5
4th down
yards
and
anyways.
17. Back to kick for the Cardinals. Number 10, Cooper Crane. Back deep for the A's, number 22, Gio Garrett.
Krieg to punt, Garrett to receive for the A's. And Krieg going to get his first not great kick of the
Ball
evening
kicked
for
out of
him.
bounds, and no return.
Not great was that's
first
a nice
down
way of
and
putting
10.
it, but there's a late flag
I
flying.
think the referee
sideline warning.
The referee did not appreciate the way the Aviators coaching staff
Marked the ball for him.
marked the ball for him.
But yeah, I believe that's a sideline warning, though. Each team gets a warning before it's an official foul. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, I saw the same thing you did. One of the Sycamore coaches got a little overzealous.
And honestly, it's not a bad way for the referee to say, keep your mouth closed, because he could let it slide, but he did step in the path. The sideline warning comes because you have to be so far back. It's marked clearly on the sidelines where you have to be behind. And if you go up there and point to the line, well, he's going to walk it up and walk right into you.
Yep.
Just a warning. Step back. Looking deep throw out of bounds.
Incomplete pass for the A's. Intended for number 33, Elijah Hill.
Well defended, but
Lawrence Young on the coverage
I
for
don't know if
Colerain.
he even could catch that one inbounds.
Yeah, the play action
Second
really
down and
didn't
10, ball
fool.
on the
It
40.
was Lawrence Young on the coverage. Sycamore has run that play action several times and straight up, and they're not afraid to go deep. They got a couple big receivers on the outside.
They really force everything, not force, but they really push everything to one side. I'm surprised we haven't seen some sort of counter go back the other way. A screen pass out to Totillo. He's going to be
Complete
just
pass
about
for
a yard
Sycamore.
or two short.
Number 3, Drew Totillo.
Yeah, a little 3-on-3 outside.
Caught by Colerain,
Some of screen
number
passes
12,
like that, you
Julian
can't
Stewart.
initiate block before, and teams run a fine line.
3rd down and 1, ball on the 49.
3rd and 1, right short of midfield. Need a first down.
Short yardage situation. Last time Colerain was unable to stop Sycamore.
Bad snap, and Cooper Creek gets a sack or a tackle for loss. Not sure if
On
the
the
snap.
carry for the A's, number
Yeah,
25,
the snap was
Eugene
low into the left and kind of turned the quarterback around,
Caught by
which
Cardinals,
kind of
number 10, Cooper Creek.
I'm not 100% sure he still makes
4th
the
down and
tackle.
2.
That doesn't make the tackles
Ball on the
anyways
48.
for a loss, but that one that guaranteed it with the
Back
snap.
deep for the Cardinals.
It's be a good
Number
place. The
6,
Cardinals have to be ready for it.
Yeah, and they've got to watch the ball, watch the hard count.
Also, number 2, Corey Myrick.
I mean, if I'm the Aviators, just do what the
I tell you
Lions
what.
did last night against the Chiefs. You just
And you've got a
up man just kind of.
this is a short snap for a punt.
Yeah. But you have the lead. Go ahead, kick it. Touched. Staley. And that's one you can't really blame him. You don't want to let that ball freely bounce.
If he doesn't
Inside.
get it, it's gonna bounce another 5 to 7 yards.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's. But Sycamore has got 3 kickoffs, squib kicks that have been perfect. And that one kind of bounced away. It's it's an oblong ball. You can't guess.
But I mean, honestly, if he lets that bounce, it's probably inside the 5. There's a chance it goes to the end zone, but probably inside the 10.
I don't think it had the momentum to get to the end zone.
So.
It'll be 1st and 10, Colerain.
Start at their own 10-yard line. Down a touchdown with 4:18 to play here in the third.
Again, I love this matchup at the bottom of the field. Myrick,
They haven't thrown a ball his way yet.
you've got single coverage. You've got 6'2" against 5'8".
Doug Williams is going to take it. If he can get that gap, he does. Just got from the hand. I don't think he can break it for a
On the
touchdown.
carry for the
And you know what? That's one of those tackles. He's tackled by the ankles and almost kind of extends himself.
Number 25, Eugene Harding.
Kind of rolled up on the ankles right there. He gets up, but yeah, that one didn't feel good.
But he does get a first down. It's probably not going to break that long if he does get through that shoestring tackle, but he has at least given the Cardinals a little breathing room there.
It's 1st and 10, Cardinals on the 24.
So we're going to post it up on our Twitter page, and we're going to show you a little bit later. But this game is brought to you by Waycross Community Media, all a part of what we do here at wearecolerain.com. And as I'm trying to pull it up, my phone went out. But anyway, we're going to post the replay schedule in the channels for you subscribers. But hey, there you go. If you like what you hear, like what you see, want to be part of a future broadcast, all this is done by volunteers that are trained by Waycross Community Media. A lot of our volunteers have gone on to turn this into a profession. So if you want to be behind the camera, behind the mic, or learn production, it's www.waycross.tv/volunteers. Or just call 513-825-2429. There's a couple of our camera guys up there. Talking with them earlier, there's a couple of their Northwest students helping out here at Colerain High School. And good to see neither one of them has fallen off a roof yet. There was a worry earlier. One of them has a little bit of a height problem.
Height anxiety.
Yep.
Who does that have a problem? Not windy, we wouldn't put you in any danger. 2 receivers either side now. Out of the injury timeout. Handoff. Lofton really nowhere to go. Oh, he's still on his feet somehow. And see, and this happened to Sycamore earlier, and they got a penalty out of it. They got to blow the whistle sooner. Even if he's still on his feet, the initial momentum is not there. Blow the whistle and the flag.
On the carry for the Cardinals, number 14.
Colerain has been completely unsuccessful running up the middle.
Tackled by a host of Aviators.
At least out of their normal spread set. Had some success with the Wildcats.
Second down
Yeah,
and
but that's
10,
more
ball
been
on the
off
24.
tackle. To the outside than up the middle.
The touchdown was straight up the middle. Barnes takes it, looks to throw. He's under pressure immediately, and he has nowhere to go. I mean, Barnes took
Lars
that snap
Barnes,
and
the keeper for
immediately
the
was
Cardinals.
back.
Well, Sycamore has shown they're gonna test this decision-making ability by this young quarterback. They go zero coverage and just bring everybody in. It's just one more player. Colerain's got to recognize that. Maybe come with a quick slant, something throw underneath or behind those blitzers. Easier said than done for a young sophomore quarterback.
Jim motion.
And now we have a little bit of movement up front. That's going to move that ball even farther back.
The flag on the play.
Going to make a 3rd and long even longer. Back to almost where they started this drive, back to the 10-yard line.
Meyer can motion the other way this time. Takes it, set, screen back the other way, and Aviators did a good job of anticipating that underneath.
Yeah, they read that perfectly. The outside linebacker there, they brought the strong side. Weak side stayed home and was just camping on that.
On the tackle for the A's, number 84.
Especially in that situation where it's 4th and very long. They're going to be sitting back here.
4th down and 16.
The screen is going to be
back to kick for the Cardinals.
They're already sitting back.
And back to for Sycamore. Number 22, Gio Garrett.
Tried to do a little better than last time. He's been good except for the last one tonight. And there's a good one. That will be a catch interference.
Yeah, you try to make that timing there, and you got to let him catch it. And he's reminded by the Sycamore students, you cannot do that. I understand the aggressiveness, and you want to time that. There's no fair catch called, but you have to allow him to catch that. So no return on that, but I believe it's a spot foul. I'm not sure if it's 10 or 15. Or does Sycamore have the option to have him re-kick it?
You just take it 15 yards from the spot. And start at the 35.
The referee's a long discussion on this. I know it's a penalty that doesn't occur that often. And you want him to get it right. I believe there's a sideline warnings on the Colerain Cardinals also on that.
No, I don't know what that was. That's the sideline warning. He does this. It was like just one arm behind his back.
Now, up here on the television, good replay. I can read his lips. Are they going to force both penalties?
Yeah, I don't think that was a sideline.
No, yeah, you might. Yeah, I think you're right. It's a kick-catch interference. Behind his back, is that a legal man downfield?
First down and 10 on the 18 for Sycamore.
So whatever it was, it turns into a 7-yard net kick. Colerain already down 1 score. Defense really needs to step up here.
I'm not sure what that penalty is, but they're both added together here against the Cardinals.
That's a 30-yard penalty.
And inside Eugene.
On the carry for the Aviators, number 25, Eugene Harney. Brought down by Cardinals, number 9, Hayden Danielson.
Could have given him 6 yards on that. Just a minute left in this third quarter.
Second down and 3, ball on the 20.
Sycamore either way in a position here to get points. Cardinals defense got to step up big. 2nd and 3 now. Timeout, Sycamore.
Yeah, play clock was running down.
It looked like they were going to get it off, but
Sycamore timeout. High school sports fans, we've got some scores here of interest.
Fourth quarter score, Princeton 17, Mason 0. St. Xavier 14, Withrow 10 in the third quarter. Hamilton 17, Oakville 7 in the third quarter. Dakota West 21, Middletown 0 in the third quarter.
It'll be the first time out of the
Fairfield
half.
21, Lakota East 7, third
8
quarter
seconds
score.
remaining in the third quarter.
You said earlier, Sycamore hasn't attempted any long field goals, but been very good so far this season from short field goals in the range. So I don't expect to see anything fancy right here.
And off. And that's a 15.
On the carry for the Aviators,
I don't never see that called anymore.
He's not supposed to be able to hurdle. It's a silly
Taken up by
rule.
Cardinals, number
in high
85.
school. It is a rule that
Gavin
you're not
Schiff.
supposed to be able to hurdle unless we're saying he was just cut from underneath. Don't get me wrong. It's a silly rule.
First
You're
and
not-
goal.
it's a 15-yard penalty for hurdling in high school football.
Yeah, they probably started that, 10 years ago, and it was ridiculous when they first made that rule.
Well, no, it's always been the rule. They just started to really emphasize
Yeah.
it.
Well, you saw that more from the college level.
And at the end
The
of the
complete,
third quarter,
not just diving over the bridle,
21,
but the hurdle.
Colerain 14.
So that'll be the final play after 3 quarters of play here at Colerain High School. Sycamore, 21.
I'd like to take a moment now to thank our friends at Shock Tile and Carpet, serving our community since 1928, and they want to enhance your home. Shock sells quality tile and carpet products that will bring your home alive, while also delivering a highly enjoyable and satisfying experience from sales to installation. To schedule a showroom appointment, all you got to do is go to the website www.schotile.com. Our thanks to Shock Tile and Carpet for their support. Our boys varsity football here at Colerain High School.
Colerain defense will have to dig
Also, we'd like to
deep here.
welcome one of our new Platinum Cardinal sponsors. We're thrilled to have Northgate Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram as a new sponsor and partner. You can hit the gate for some white glove customer service and award-winning sales expertise. You can't go wrong. Again, our thanks to our friends at Northgate Chrysler Dodge and Jeep and Ram for their support of varsity football here at Colerain High School.
First and goal.
Yeah, Sycamore's going to spread them out. This quarterback has shown the ability to run.
They set up screen, go over the top, and it's intercepted.
Did he hold on to it?
He did.
Yeah.
Touchback.
They ruled an interception. I tell you what, the one thing Sycamore can't do is try to outsmart themselves. And what they did there, they went to a bubble screen and it was completely covered. So he throws the fade,
Well, no, it was a set. It was a fake.
Yeah.
They set a fake screen.
kind of a hitch and go. But the gentleman that made the interception is down. I tell you what, I watched the training table. Williams, there's a whole bunch of them just kind of banged up tonight.
We got a bunch of guys playing both ways. It's about to happen.
And I tell you what, that looks like.
It was Young, the guy who made the interception, is the one who's down.
Right, Young, and he was also the one that had the punt block, or excuse me, the punt interference. So he kind of makes up for it there. Couldn't tell if
That's
he
kind of impressive because he comes straight down the shoulder, so you wonder if he
the
did something to his
shoulder, or
But,
he hit his head though too.
but
And,
he still made the catch.
yeah,
So
oh yeah. That's why I was looking for the referee.
is it making a catch in spite of the injury? Or because he injured himself, he didn't move at all, so the ball stayed caught?
Well,
It doesn't matter. What matters is the young man.
he made. What matters is he made the play.
What matters is he got up. Is what matters. Yes, it's nice to
Okay, I see where you're going there.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
That's
Yeah,
Lawrence Young.
the most
One
important thing that
receive.
he's
Got that
okay.
pass to the end zone.
Secondary is that he made the play.
So Cardinals with the interception in the end zone, they'll take over at their
Wow.
own.
It'll be first
Thank
and
you,
10
Sycamore
opportunity
offensive
for
coordinator.
Colerain.
That's one of those where
You
if it-
overthought yourself. If you
Well-
make it, you're a genius, but you
and I almost think he was there, but it was poorly thrown.
a little bit of both. So Colerain's going to take the ball at their own 20.
Bunch formation to the right. We'll counter up the middle. Williams pushing forward. We'll get about 5 yards on the play. I mean, even on defense, Eugene Harney, he's the littlest guy in the field. He's picking a fight with the offensive line. Like, he's in the face of the offensive line. That kid is everywhere.
Well, I'm watching him in 20 also.
Chase Terrell.
Chase Terrell. Neither one of them, they're both listed at, what, 5'6" and 5'7", but they're playmakers.
I mean, Harney's playing linebacker.
They're both playing outside linebacker.
Well, no, Terrell's playing corner. Toss sweep again. Williams trying to find space, still on his feet, still going. He's going to be...
That's close to a first down. Depends where the ball is.
Give it to him right at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he was stood up. I think that last little spin's going to give it to him. Yep, first down, Colerain Cardinals.
First down, Cardinals.
They've been successful with that toss behind the bunch. But I'd like to see him go back to that fake toss and that pass that he missed that last time.
Yeah, you're at kind of a catch-22 where you want to start throwing the ball, but you haven't had the protection up front.
But if you do that toss fake and get your quarterback moving, he had time.
There you go. Play action rolling. And
absolutely threw it to the wrong man.
Poor throw coming back the other way. There's a flag. I'm
That's
not sure
what it is. Sycamore, #1, Nicholas Brandon.
He threw it underneath, and he had the deep man with not even anybody within 15, 20 yards of him. The growing pains of a young quarterback, but that might be on the return.
Knocked out of bounds by Colerain, #55, Elijah Washington.
Nick Branham with the interception.
A block in the back on the return, post-possession, so it's going to be a spot foul. It's going to bring him back.
Penalty, illegal use of the hands on Sycamore.
So everything is executed right. He doesn't see the deep man, doesn't see the linebacker underneath.
It'll be 1st and 10, Cardinals on the 40.
Twice that ball's been there, twice the young quarterback has missed the receiver. Growing pains. That'll be a film lesson.
Correction, 1st and 10 A's.
Yeah, they need to correct here the down and distance. There we go.
Yeah,
unless Sycamore gets a first down for going backwards.
Yeah, they had first down and nothing. There we go. I think this might be the first week for this chain gang.
Truly takes it, hands it off to Harney. He's going to get it on the stretch play, finds some space down the sideline, and out of bounds.
And we might get a face mask tag on to the end of this.
Just a well-run stretch play.
Pushed out of bounds by Cardinals #2.
He's got such great acceleration when he turns this corner right here. Just hesitates enough, gives him his shoulder, and goes through, and Myrick gets there. That's not a face mask. You're going to call it for a late hit out of bounds? That extra push to the ground? If so, that's pretty weak. That wasn't a face. That wasn't a face mask.
Face mask, Cardinals. 5-yard penalty.
We got a good shot of the replay right here. It looked like he grabbed his jersey, but it come through the face mask.
Sycamore on the 7.
Nope, was nowhere near the face mask.
Well, his head.
No, his head turns because it gets stuck on the. Yeah.
1st and goal. Hand off Harney. He is somehow
Ball carried for
still
the
up,
A's
but finally
25.
knocked down.
Yeah, Cooper Craig got great penetration right there. Beat his man, forced him farther to the outside. But again, past initial contact. I don't think Sycamore, they got the clock. Well, it's still too early to have the clock on your side, but
2nd and goal.
I don't think they're going to be throwing the ball again.
The tackle for Colerain, #12.
2nd and goal from the 7. Well, no, they're going to throw eventually. Maybe not in this situation. But that's what everyone's thinking, so it's a perfect time then to throw the ball. Little counterplay. Harney just splits the defense.
Eugene Harney on the carry for Sycamore.
Yeah, just completely untouched, straight up the middle.
But it looked like they was there. It looked like the defenders had him, but he just had enough space to hit the hole and explode through. I mean, it looks like the
Coming
defenders
on
are
for the extra
closing.
point for Sycamore, number 31, Nicholas Snell.
Not really. It looked better with
On the
it.
hole, number 3, Drew Detillo.
The Colerain's dug themselves a hole, letting the second score to go down by 13, maybe 14 at this point.
Snap is back. Kick is... Wow. As bad as the last extra point where he barely got it over.
And we
That
got
was
another penalty.
Quarter, we've got Sycamore 28, Colerain 14.
That was an impressive extra point if there's such a thing.
There's a flag on the play.
Don't know if there was a little bit of jawing after the play right there.
Eugene Harney.
Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike. Against.
Point. He's got a point. Why? Who's it on? We know it's an unsportsmanlike.
Did he call him on both? Well, I have to wait till he spots the ball. By the kicker where he's placed the tee, I believe they called it against Colerain. Yep. So Sycamore will be kicking off from the Colerain 45.
And I don't see teams doing it at all, really.
Just be a great place for an onside kick.
Well, not even like a traditional onside kick, just
On the
something
extra
where you
point,
pop
it
it
was
up inside the 20.
Penalty. Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Or do that where you bounce it, but still bounce it downfield.
Back team for the Cardinals, number 14, Ricardo Lofton.
Or you just say kick
Just
it right
kick it out of the end zone.
I mean,
Give it to him at the 20.
well, that's what he's going to do. That's one of those things, if you're a professional kicker in college.
Sycamore celebrates because that ball goes through the uprights. They do not get 3 points for that at the high school level
College,
or at the college level,
you have enough.
at the pro level.
You have enough practice where you probably have in your profession, you're kicking for a living or at least for school.
When you're doing nothing but kicking, yes, yeah.
You might have the ability to maybe just pop it straight
Get
a
in
little higher.
contact with who will be taking you home to get your ride.
Try to
Here at the
get a
conclusion
wedge
of
shot.
tonight's game, if you could
inside
do that immediately.
10-yard line.
Now, was that short? I don't know. Doesn't matter.
We start calling you right immediately.
So 9:38 left to play. Colerain Cardinals down 14. Need to catch lightning in a bottle right now. Score quickly.
Tried to inherit this situation last week and just ran out of time. So first down, throw and 20. And the Cardinals jumped.
Flag on the play.
Tell you what, Colerain lined up in that bunch formation they did before, and the referee asked them to step off the line of scrimmage, and
Cardinals.
that just kind of threw whole deck of cards fell over right there.
5-yard penalty.
The outside
First and
receiver
15.
stepped back,
Down to
the
15.
inside receiver checked in, which caused one of the other receivers to deflect.
The referee has some issue with the way the clock is being administered, so
I tell you what, He has as many flags thrown as he has Colerain has yards.
And they set up there, and Barnes, they got what you want. They went along play.
And then he
action.
throws another flag. This guy's ridiculous on the south side right here. I mean, he's calling them on both sides.
So a little play action toss play. They fake it.
But it's going to be an unsportsmanlike, a little slight push after the play.
That one was at a hard.
Penalty is dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Aviators.
So they did exactly what you wanted. They did the fake toss, tried to hit the guy there, but Barnes does the smart thing and just the play fake's not there. Tuck it up, get 5 yards.
Well, that time they rolled the safety on him sandwiched
First and
between
10, Colerain on the 35.
They didn't have a tight end on that side, so there's only one person in the pattern. And again, we're waiting for this referee, the side judge again. I think he's thrown it so often he broke his flag.
Barnes trips to his left. Looks to throw. He's got a one-on-one and caught. But for the
Is he in bounds? Yep.
That's intercepted.
Well, I don't mind the one-on-one, but
Matthew.
Sycamore is playing 2 yards deep, not letting anybody, and he just kind of overthrew his wide receiver. Really didn't give him a chance on the ball.
Number 1, Nicholas Brannon.
He overthrows him, and if that's the case, you got a one-on-one. You almost want to underthrow it and let your receiver win the ball in the air. The receiver really had never had a shot that ball.
Yeah, that was. They said that the coverage was 3 yards past the wide receiver, and the ball was 3 yards past the wide receiver. A lot of times, your wide receiver turns into a defender on a jump ball situation, but it wasn't even.
Never had a chance to even make the play. Harney up the, nope, not Harney. It's Chase Terrell. He pushes the pile. Chase Terrell running just like Harney.
Eugene Harney.
Tackle for a 2-yard loss somehow doesn't go down and
Well, I think at that point too, Colerain's looking to strip the ball.
On the tackle.
No one really gets a clean. Yeah, there's a clean hit there, but yeah, ripping at the ball. He keeps his lane churning.
Second down and 4. Ball on 36.
Sycamore at this point, he's going to run the play clock completely down to 5 seconds.
Handoff. Chase Terrell will be about a yard short.
Chase Terrell on the carry for the Aviators. Brought down by Zane Battle Holmes for Colerain, and also
So it's going to bring up a third down, about 1.5.
Third down and 1 on the 39.
Stay with Chase Terrell, who really, even though in the roster he's gotten a lot of carries, really this is his first set of downs carrying the ball tonight. Met in the backfield, and Cooper Krieg having himself a
On the
game.
carry for Sycamore,
Yeah.
Another
20,
tackle
Chase
for
Terrell.
Ramos.
Surprisingly, he had a little push up the middle. This time decides to go a little bit to the right to off tackle towards one of Colerain's better defenders. Yeah, both of the running backs listed at 5'7", but it looks like Terrell's got a little bit more beef to him. So short yardage
Fourth and
situation.
2.
Plus you got a
On the
little,
43.
even though he's going both ways, probably a little bit fresher legs.
4th and 2.
So Colerain's
Back to
defense
punt
does
for
what they
Sycamore,
need to.
number 5, Levi Simpson.
Just stay on side, watch the hard count.
Back deep for Colerain, Jaden Staley.
Did not get the playoff.
Eh,
It's
Down just inside the 20. That's one of those where they give him that half second.
That half second once it hit 0.
No return on the kick.
There's no sound or buzzer that makes, but yeah, it's.
Trey Meadows for Sycamore.
Unless it's completely blatant.
It'll be first and
never
10,
seen that call.
Colerain on the 20.
6:54 to play. Cards down 2 scores.
Haven't seen much of the screen game for Colerain tonight.
We have twice. It was no gain on the one was incomplete.
And the only pass middle of the field was the touchdown to Krieg.
Spread it out, give it up the middle, and Williams, it's
Fumbled.
On the carry for the Cardinals, number 8.
And a cover.
Greg Williams.
By the
Fumble.
Looked close to his knee being down at that point, but it's really hard to tell. Goes straight up the middle, it's there. His knee's down.
It was Colonel Lofton, not Williams.
Yeah.
We first and 10 Aviators.
So Colerain defense again asked a monumental task. Need to stop the Aviators quickly, get this ball back.
Schroeder. With Harney back in there, going to hand it off, and he's going to try to stretch it out. He breaks one tackle, breaks another one, still on his feet, working the block to the outside. Stop, go, still on his feet.
On the carry for the Aviators, number 25, Eugene Harney.
You were saying earlier he does not look like the GMC leading rusher. He showed in the past couple of plays. If you don't hit him here, a great replay. He makes a little contact, but you get him, and a great stiff arm.
Also number 7.
Great following that big block down there, and then a stop and start.
But he's built like a fullback. He's not built like a little scat back. And then maybe that's to his credit why he's so elusive.
First and goal.
Well, didn't Colerain have a fullback? What is that? Caldwell. No.
Yeah, but Caldwell was 50 pounds heavier. And
Pocket Hercules back in the day.
that was Deontay Smith.
Yep.
Like Daytwan Smith more. Handoff.
And there's another flag on the play. It's going to be movement.
Flag on the play.
Illegal procedure on the A's.
False start, Sycamore. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Pete first and goal.
First down and 6.
So bring it down, bring it back, make it first down and 6.
A's again continue to work that clock. And he's in.
Yep, just hides behind that offensive line, sees the cutback lane, and walks in untouched. So everything starts left, but he cuts back right, and there is no one there for the Colerain Cardinals.
And holding number 3, Drew Gatella.
So lined up for the extra point, the left-footed kicker.
Bad snap, but they get it down and through, and with 6:01 to play, Sycamore 35,
With 6
Colerain
minutes,
14.
1 second in the fourth quarter.
And we've seen
Aviators
this.
35, Cardinals
Really,
14.
it's kind of in the playbook of the season. The Cardinals defense does a good job, but at a certain
Fans at
point,
Home's Games is organized by the Colerain Ski
worn
Club
down.
and the Colerain students that would like to
Sycamore
learn
has
community
been-
service hours tonight. All you gotta
The
do
first
is
half was
field leads
very
at the
disappointing
field to
from
scan
them
in and
offensively.
get your
Second
assigned
half,
location and supplies.
kind of haphazard.
Thanks to all of our students who are helping out by lending a hand.
And the
tonight.
offense has shown that they can't afford to make a mistake.
As possible.
Yeah.
Go Cards.
it's a very young team. It's a new offense, but there seems to be, I don't know, I won't say pouting's the wrong word. It's absolutely the wrong word. But if things aren't going well, they're not fighting back.
Turnovers, the story of this game, they're why Sycamore took the early lead. They're why Colerain stormed back right before halftime, and they're why Sycamore is taking control here in the second half.
2 fumbles, 3 interceptions.
2 interceptions.
Back for the Cardinals, number 14.
Pick 6, 1 in the middle of the field, 1 deep.
Okay, I forgot the order. Shaw's kick is just short of the end zone. We'll take it out. Try to get something going, and good tackle by Hill.
And high school rules, it's where the ball crossed the line. It looked like the Colerain return man's foot was in the end zone, but it's where the ball's at. Referee right there to make the call. Actually, his foot might not have been in it.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for Colerain.
They'll just give him O'Brien at the 20-yard line. 5:55. Play. Cardinals will try to get something going here. They'll stay with the tight bunch. Now Barnes.
As the play clock runs out, Colerain could be forced to use a timeout.
I'd like to take a moment now to thank our friends at NovaCare Rehabilitation. They're the leader in physical therapy and athletic training, and also the exclusive athletic training and physical therapy provider here at Colerain High School, and over 27 area high schools, middle schools, colleges, and professional teams. From football players to soccer moms, and from weekend warriors to working professionals, injuries do
First
happen.
time out of the half of the
And when they do,
Cardinals.
let our friends at NovaCare's team of professionals get you back in the action. For more information, you can visit their website at www.novacare.com.
They have that tight bunch, but now spread. Barnes takes it. Quick little screen out. Lofton going to get about 3 or 4 yards. A little bit different look with that bunch formation, spreading it out, trying to get those blockers.
Ricardo Lofton on the carry for
Good
the
job
Cardinals.
there by Nick Branham.
On the
Contain that,
tackle
if
for
not
Sycamore,
Lofton.
number
Probably
2,
had some
Ron
space
Matthew.
behind those blocks. 2nd and 6. Still got 4 yards out of it. Toss sweep out. Lofton going to have it again here, trying to find some space. Good close, but it will be enough for a first
Ricardo
down.
Lofton on the carry for Colerain.
Yes, Sycamore sitting a little bit back. They'll give that short gain
On the tackle
to make
for
the
Sycamore,
stop to
number
keep
20,
that clock
Chase
running.
Terrell. And number 84, Finn Courtney.
Well blocked up front, but the weak side pursuit got there to stop the play.
1st and 10, Cardinals on the 31.
First down. We're quads, 2 to either side. Barnes looks to throw. He's got the quick out to O'Brien, who is lit up. And they're going to call that a
Is
fumble.
he calling that a fumble?
He is calling that a fumble.
Complete pass to
We're watching the replay right here. The ball is thrown out and immediate contact is made.
Recovered by
And even if
Aviators.
his foot is out of bounds when he picks that ball up. So even if it is a fumble, he doesn't recover it in bounds.
The flag on the field.
So it goes out, he turns, makes a hit, But watch his right foot.
Can't see it from that angle.
Yep. That's close. But he has possession.
Maybe.
There. His foot's out of bounds.
So Coach Huber will get a unsportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards at the end of the play. So again, Sycamore will start deep in Cardinal territory. O'Brien up on his own feet now, so that's good. First down, Aviators.
First and 10, Sycamore on the 18.
So now Levi Simpson in a quarterback. Thomas Suggs.
Trying to throw him off. They brought the punter in on first down. Okay, I'm about to say referee still discussing with Huber. No replay at this level. He's not going to get this overturned. Looks like we got a different running back in there as well.
That's what I said already. But 4 snaps, Suggs didn't even get it. Simpson had to eat it.
Levi Simpson on the carry for Sycamore. On the tackle for the Cardinals, number 42, Brandon Smith.
Yes, Sycamore not in any hurry. They're going to use as much
Second
as
down
clock
and
as
14
possible
on
right now. It'll be
22
second down
yard
and 14.
Simpson back and knocked in the air. Still in the air. Caught by a lineman.
Now he can be a legal receiver of that because
Yes.
it was tipped.
Correct.
But it was. Did that go off 2 helmets? Let's see
So
here.
it goes off. And he
Off the defensive back's helmet twice.
went off the defensive back, then the receiver. The thing is, number 26, Brady Binger, if he just goes for the ball, it's 6 points for him. But he went.
And what's Sycamore throwing the ball at this point?
By the way, the reception by the lineman loses about 10 yards. It's 3rd and long. Handoff, Suggs trying to find some space.
Thomas Suggs on the carry for Sycamore.
He's going to bring it just inside the 20, 4th down and 10, maybe 11.
On the tackle for
Sycamore just
Colerain,
run a
Rob
play
Shaw.
or they attempt a field goal. Leaving the offense out there.
Now, he's looked really, really bad on field goals.
He's
made
perfect.
them all.
He's perfect on the
extra
air.
points.
Yeah.
He's not perfect in the air. He's 50-50.
Okay.
But as long as 24. But that last extra point, he could have made that extra point from 45
4th and 11
yards.
on the 19.
Interesting that they're just going to
Yep. Points mean nothing. Yeah, it's all about the clock.
But even if you miss it, the ball just goes to the 20-yard line. So really, he's going to hand it off to Suggs. He's going to be short of the line of the game.
Thomas Suggs on the carry for the 8.
To me,
They gained 5 yards.
though, if you're Sycamore,
Watch
the
out by
outcome
number
doesn't
91
matter.
for the Cardinals.
Practice with your kicker.
That's true. Yep. It's a coachable moment.
Heck, even take that situation and run your hurry.
Turnover on downs. It'll be first and 10. Colerain. Ball spotted on the 15-yard line.
So 2:23 left to play. Colerain down 21. Looks like Sycamore is going to make some wholesale changes on defense.
Again, students, we'd like to remind you, if you have not called your ride, please do so now. Because at the conclusion of tonight's game, we encourage you to please make your way to your ride immediately and exit the campus. To all students, thank you.
Looks like the defensive line is the same. They changed a few linebackers and defensive backs.
Looks like we have a freshman in the quarterback change for the Cardinals. You can't see the number. I just know the freshman in the all-white helmet. I'm just going to hand it off.
Tristan Cordes on the carries for Colerain.
Is that 18?
Darrell Dukes,
On the tackle for the A's,
No,
number
Trevon
54,
Smith.
Zion S.
freshman in at quarterback.
And I believe at this point, freshmen are still undefeated.
It's over here. Try to find some space.
So he's going to pick up a couple yards on that. You see freshmen dressed at Colerain games usually, but it's usually playoffs toward the end of the season.
For Colerain. Tackled by a host of Aviators.
1:20 to play. Just going to tip it. Kip it. He's going to keep it. To the left. And did he get enough? He's going to be just short of the first down.
Little pushing after play. Referees.
Darrell Dukes
Discretion not to throw a penalty right there.
Trevon Smith on the carry for Colerain.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 1.
On the tackle for the A's, number 32, Owen Burglar.
It will probably be the last play of the game regardless here.
4th and 1, ball on the 24.
It'll be the last play if the Cardinals get it. If not, Sycamore will come in and take a knee.
Are we going under center for the first time this season?
We've gone under center before. Handoff up the middle. That'll be a first down.
They do not need to run another play.
First down, Colerain from the 27.
And that'll do it
That's
here.
the end of
Final.
tonight's
For the
game.
first time since
Final score,
1996,
Sycamore 35,
Sycamore
Colerain
Aviators
14.
defeat the
Ladies and
Colerain
gentlemen, thank you
Cardinals
for coming out tonight to the
35-14.
here at Cardinal Stadium. Wishing you a
Colerain
pleasant
football
evening
on Wake
and a safe weekend. Drive carefully. Good night.
Wake.